It's gotta be fucking weird for the person filming this. Maybe it's like a little tripod, but I don't know. I like to picture like his assistant or something just sitting there like,
okay, here we are, guys. You guys ask about the
Wait, can't
butthole,
wait to
Sonny.
get my carpet.
Your butthole is the thinnest mucous membrane on the body, and so
this guy's just spouting blissful facts with his butthole out in the air.
that into the channels of the body. You're giving yourself an energetic electrical butt plug.
I can't believe you really just looked directly into the camera with your feet butt plug and didn't laugh. Nice electrical butt plug. Let me ask you this: if you do anal, is that like 8 hours of sex with your clothes on? Talk about the vitamin D.
On your testicles or your private parts, your woman, good for any kind of candida, vaginosis, and so for men.
Crazy, that was like a medical term sandwich. He went testicles and then vaginitis, but then he used private parts to describe the vagina.
Vaginosis, and so for men, sun on your testicles or naked sun is good for testosterone boosting. And so you don't need a lot, 30 seconds to 5 minutes. You don't need sunscreen, you need good nutrition. And so this is going to energize you.
Listen, I actually want to try this.
The age piss thing, I was kind of this. It's pretty easy. I would try it. I would just be so worried that like a neighbor would look out the window or like you're sitting there just like 20 more seconds. Oh, all of a sudden you hear like a footstep behind you. Hey, sorry, I totally forgot your. Did you see my asshole? Yes, I did. I need to know if this is actually a fact. I want to see a study, but I'm gonna try. What are my words? I'm gonna practice.
On beat about it. He said it's the most effective preventative measure to not get cancer, and if you have cancer, people that you can done to contribute. It's the most effective way to treat cancer. What a coffee enema is coffee juice or this 30-ounce stainless steel bucket, and there's a tube. There's a very gentle tip. You put coconut oil on that. You put that in your butt. Flip the switch. You take all of the
The way he's like hitting it, you can tell he like doesn't really know. I feel like it's in your liver. It's like telling people to get coffee enemas like every day. You probably know like what.
Like treat all the infections that can turn into not just cancer but other diseases.
Enema process. Should we learn? Should we learn how it's done? Awesome. That's like exactly what I expected. But then you still drink. You freak. Cody, you're giving us a bad name, dude. The freak.
Wake up, everybody. They give you shoes so you won't connect with the earth, but the earth is an electromagnetic field, and every time you walk on it, there is electricity surging through you. They give you condoms so you won't be able to connect to the person that you're with. When there's no connection, you guys will just fall apart. They give you sunscreen to keep you away from the sun so you won't get any vitamin D. They even give you phones so you won't connect to the people that you love. Have you ever seen a family in 2023 sitting together at a restaurant, all with their phones out and nobody's even speaking? Open your mind. This world is
That shit is based in hell, my guy. Being barefoot, yeah. Try a little bit of barefootness on the earth, try and get you more in touch with Mother Nature. You should be on your phone less, that's true too. He says it in a really dramatic way, but I don't think he's saying anything too controversial.
The sunscreen thing, it's like, I know sunscreen is chemicals, but that sunburn, that is not good for you. That shit sucks ass. And like, it tells you it hurts really bad. Which has to mean this is not good. So what are you gonna do if you're walking on the beach for
Condoms, I think, were invented. I don't think those were invented to make you not connect with your partner. I think they were invented to make sure your semen can, which I think is fine. that was great. I like it.
Just because you completed an Ironman does not mean you accomplished anything special.
What the fuck?
Yo, what the fuck? Yes, it does, dude. Is he speaking directly to me? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? Who put this one in here? Okay, I'm pissed. Now this guy better be joking. Oh boy. I would like to see you do it, brother. Shit was hard. It is special.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Nick. I really want to say fuck people.
I see a lot of people online who completed an Ironman. Look how special I am with my
Fuck you, bro. It is. I earned the bragging right, okay? It sucks. You couldn't do it. Oh my god, this is like rage bait targeted directly at me. It's like he made this to make me angry.
I'm pretty sure this whole guy versus this guy's whole account is just very. He made this to trigger me.
And a lot of these guys who are so skinny, they can barely deadlift 250, and they can barely do anything that requires any.
True. That's true. I will say.
They're weak, very weak people. A true test is what you want to power. Get in the gym, forget about all that cardio stuff. Stop swimming, stop biking, deadlift, squat, and bench. That's all you need in life. And that's truly impressive. Not Ironmans.
Fuck you, man.
Who let me have a bat? This guy, dude, not pissed. Fuck you.
Okay, yeah, maybe we can't like lift heavy things, but what happens if you are getting chased by some sort of apex predator? All right, what happens then? Good luck. Good luck lifting that shit off you. Me though, I could outrun that shit. No, that's not the part. Just run faster than you.
Meridian sunning is one of the best ways to receive vitamin D.
That dude on the boat, like, what the fuck?
I'm Shannon, and this is my morning routine. I start with improving account and prepare some raw liver, remembering that digestion.
Ew. No.
I then walk barefoot to my nearest beach to do my daily perineum sunning.
2 more boats. This doesn't look private at all. This looks like there's like tourists on this boat. You're scaring the tourists. I don't understand. Are these people like comedy too? Like being self-aware or like incorporating comedy into their life to do this wild shit? Are they smarter than me? Probably. Seems like they are. It seems like this video was made for people to be like, whoa, the boat's going. They're baiting us. Tonguing the liver like that was just It's when I get stressed, alright? I fiddle with it. What are you doing? Are you using the force through Zoom? Is that what's happening here? Spinal energetics helps us to unwind and process tension and trauma on a somatic level, facilitating the release of suppressed emotions. I mean, you're not even doing it in person. I'm pretty sure Zoom removes any sort of magic. Fucking Zoom just sucks the life out of any doing something with this. Not that I think spinal energetics is online massage. It's crazy, man. This I guess this is like somewhat inspiring because it really like this proof that you really can like anyway. Like insane and sort of inspiring. To scams again, but yeah, I don't know.
We are no longer going to wear shoes even when we're outside. There are certain benefits of going barefoot outside if we want to. This is one of these. Of course, there's going to be people that are just kind of crazy and look at us weird, but the benefits are totally fine.
All right, that was we're hitting that with our hands. That seems like a button that everyone else is pressing with their hands.
But the benefits are totally worth it. One thing it definitely does is it grounds us. We feel connected to nature. Going barefoot can actually help you gain a greater appreciation for the natural world. And we've definitely noticed.
Come on. Is this Urban Outfitters, really? How can you be talking about, like, getting in touch with the natural world and then you're gonna go to Urban Outfitters? Like, one of the fucking bastions of capitalism. Come on. Come on. If you're gonna be a hippie, be a fucking hippie.
Is that even in the short time we've done it. This year I really wanted to start getting into yoga, and this is actually a form of foot yoga. The resistance and inconsistency nature offers integrates reflexes in the foot and forms strong arches, which is really important to
Sephora, come on.
us. And stress has reduced. I know you're doing this, but barefoot walking can actually have many positive effects on your immune system.
No way that barefoot walking on an escalator is doing anything for your health.
They can help reduce white blood cells and help fight off sicknesses while building a stronger immunity. It also naturally helps with copper and iron levels. We like to think of it like a cold plunge for our feet.
That dude.
There's a lot of snow, but there's plenty of places like I know this is definitely common in Ohio, but let us know if this is something you do too.
There's nothing like feeling adventure by being barefoot on an escalator and feeling that cold, natural metal on my feet. As I have without actually moving. There's nothing like it. It's just something.
Working out is my party. Pre-workout is my shots. The pump is my buzz. And the pain is my hangover. We are not the same. Working out is my party. Shakes in my beer. Pre-workout is my shots. The pump is my buzz. And the pain is my hangover. We are not the same.
The pump is my buzz. Fucking phrase. I'm sorry, but that goes crazy. The pump is my buzz. That's just fun to say. That could also mean anything. The pump is my buzz. Did something with that. You don't even know. Also, protein shakes are my beer is also fucking hilarious. Protein shake pong. Just a bunch of jacked meatheads. Oh! Island, you gotta drink 2 of those. It's fucking, I've already had fucking 6 cups of this shit. And booting up protein. Who's down for a cake stand?
Go, go, go. Oh, there's too much chocolate flavor.
Guys, if you take one thing from this video, buzz, okay? Comment that down below immediately. And pump is my buzz. I'm not even gonna say buzz. Too good. The pump is my buzz. It's so fun to say. The pump is my buzz. The pump is my buzz. I love it. God, that's pumping me.
Même s'il y avait personne. Les gens qui dansent pas trop.
What the fuck?
J'ai commandé ça puis je vais avoir ça. Surtout que ça aurait coûté plus cher. Pas mon erreur, là.
Bro, imagine having a podcast. A
Ça se fait à
podcast.
moi, ça me dérangerait pas, mais c'est pas moi la commande.
Alright. Hey guys, let's chat about. Yo, good point. Like, couldn't be me, dude. It's so embarrassing. Some people have two. Can you believe that? I'm having one.
There's no more
Some people have two. I'm joking, of course. Podcasting is an art form. It should be respected, and it is important. In today's society, podcasts serve a special and important purpose. So today we're gonna watch clips from podcasts, clips of good opinions, people saying things that are awesome, because I'm sure I've said my fair share of amazing things on the mic. So why not bask in the brilliance of others for a second, shall we?
This life, we train men to be silent, and there is a reason for that. Men have very little emotions. What we do have, though, is extremely deep emotions, and when they come out, it's very dangerous. But on the other hand, I encourage all men to use self-hypnosis and to tell themselves every single morning how amazing you are, how great you are, how perfect.
Self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis? Just every morning, sitting in bed like, Hun, don't forget we're going to the farmer's market this morning, okay? Hun, can you get the stroller, please, from the garage? Thank you. Self-hypnosis, baby, that's the move. That's just weed. That's what weed is, self-hypnosis.
Tell me how you're excelling
As a husband?
as a husband.
I could use multiple examples, but for one, I'll say one I most recently did. I'll be trying like a million tactics, right? One of my most recent, my wife, she didn't even realize I was doing it. One day I just randomly sent her. I always send, my thing is blue hearts. Sent her a blue heart. Love you, babe. Good morning. On my morning text. Next day, love you, babe. Blue hearts. Next day, love you, babe. I caught myself sending her just like three random hearts, and I said to myself, oh, let me see how long I could go on with this heart. Like every day, I'ma add an extra heart. I want to see how long, like this was real talk, like little tactics. And I said, let me see if I could finish this thing throughout the year into the new year, right? Long story short, I messed up, right? Went 21 days. I don't know about you, or I felt good about 21 hearts, like straight, everything good, no arguments, no disagreements.
It only lasted for 21 days. You said it 21 hearts.
Yeah, I'm giving you.
But that's the first example, the best example of exceeding and excelling as a husband?
Sending her emojis? Holy fuck, dude, these are awesome. Also, the fact that he described it as a tactic is so funny. It's not even like a genuine, just like good intentioned deed. It's just like, nah, I was scheming. This is a scheme. How do I get my wife to love me more? Dude, the only thing you had to do is just send her one more heart every day, which, by the way, first of all, it's like a weird thing, but I understand how it could be like a little like inside joke between you and your wife. You and your wife, you know, she's like, oh, every day he sends me one more. It's a stupid little thing, you know. There's tons of shit like that in relationships. It's so funny that after 21 days he forgot. Also, it's funny that he could have gotten to like 300 days, and this is the longest. He's spending like an hour every morning just pressing hearts, counting them. That's what 21 hearts looks like right there. That took me about 5 seconds. Oh my my god. Oh, that's so funny. He got called out at the end there too. This guy's like, that's the only example you have for exceeding and excelling as a husband? These emojis? And then you fucking that up? All you had to do is send her fucking emojis.
Je viens pour aller au McDo ici, juste là, fait pas longtemps, à 8h, même pas 8h moins que, à 8h et que. Tabarnouche, il y avait un line-up là aussi. Fait que là, j'ai vu, je checkais, vite fait, d'un coup d'œil, un père qui était assis avec ses 2 enfants, puis les boîtes qui étaient à côté de lui. Fait que j'ai été voir le monsieur, j'ai dit, monsieur, je dois vous déranger. J'ai dit, je veux juste voir le numéro de sa boîte. Il était tout super genre. Puis en plus, c'était un beau noir. C'est ça, avec des belles dreads. Il était super beau. J'ai dit, moi, c'est juste pour le numéro, monsieur, parce que je ne peux pas attendre en même demi-heure. Je ne peux pas attendre pendant une demi-heure. Il dit, ok. J'ai dit, ok, non, je l'ai déjà. Il dit, madame, j'en ai un autre. Il était discret. Mais j'ai un autre boîte. Fait que j'ai checké, puis c'était la même chose.
And yet you still fucked that up? You didn't even exceed or excel at emojis. He thought he was killing it too. The way he was describing that. He's like, man, take notes, all right? All right, fellas out there, take notes. You want your relationship to last longer, then take notes, all right? Use this tactic. That's the key to relationships, by the way. Tactics. You gotta be tactics. How can I dupe my wife into thinking I love her? Tactics, baby. Holy fuck, man. Make podcast equipment cheaper. We need more.
I don't use the name feminine. Either Tony King or you can circle. And there's a king I have to does it engraves in my mind and my heart and my soul. That's self-hypnosis will be able to the physical reality. And if you're not going to put it in your mind, it won't be anywhere. Just put that in mind.
Wow, okay. All right. I'm gonna make my friends they're gonna love that. I'm sure they're not gonna bully me for that. I'm positive they're gonna be super cool with that. I'm totally down. Imagine that if you have actual friends, if you have real friends, this guy potentially does not. Imagine telling your friends that. Yo, boys, for real, before we leave, I wanna announce something, alright? Like I've done some self-hypnosis shit recently, so It's a weird bit. That's what you're supposed to do. He's ahead of the sexuals. No, he's way ahead of the sexuals, man. All of us sexuals down here, they got way ahead of us, bro. He's on something else. He's asexual. He's ahead of the sexuals.
I'm already ahead of the sexuals. So I'm assuming everybody who hangs with me is ahead of the sexuals.
Oh my god, I'm having a good time today.
How do you just put a gas station somewhere? Where do they get the gas? You know what I'm saying? How do you
truthfully not know the answer?
I swear on everything I love. Because listen to me first. There's grass right there, right? Under that grass, mud. Where's the oil? Listen, don't let me finish. That was not there. There was nothing there but open terrain and land. And they just decided, hey, we're gonna put a gas station here. How do they put down the gas pumps and then they just put a wire down or like a tube down there and then all of a sudden magical gas pops up? How do they get the gas in?
Take your beanie off and reset you. There's no way
Oh my god.
that you are this naive to the world.
Okay, well where's the tub of gas, right?
There's huge tanks at the bottom that they built, like massive tanks. And every night, maybe not every night, but every night, every other night.
So the tank's already there?
No, they build the tanks.
Okay, see, this is an argument for why podcast equipment should exist. And people see shit like that and they're like, dude, podcast equipment should cost $5,000. No, we need more of this. We do. This is what I'm about, saying dumbass shit on the mic, but like self-admitting to the fact that you don't understand things. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. This shit is funny. Who doesn't know? Who thinks that a gas station is just like they found gas on that corner and they're like fracking it or whatever? Like there just so happens to be gas at every corner in a city. God damn, that's good. That is an argument for why podcast equipment should be cheaper, if anything. We need more clips like that.
How many people can you call up and be like, yo, can you wire me $1 million? I'm good for it. Oh, you don't have those friends? I do. so I can tell you it's real. Or no, there's no way that that's because you're a peasant. You don't understand these things. And in due time, just be quiet. Think more than 4 seconds before you speak. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. Listen, maybe I'm not wasting my time here. Maybe I'm trying to teach you something that's good for you.
Why are these all filtered like thirst traps? It's like finance thirst traps, you know? I'm a peasant. I'm a fucking peasant. Guys jacking off to these. Oh, call me a peasant. Yeah. It's like weirdly masochistic to watch these, is it not? This guy's just dunking on you. You watch this shit and you're like, he just called me a peasant. Straight up. That's because you're a peasant. Fucking think before you speak. Okay, Dad. Why are you talking to me like you're my dad? Just maybe think for 4 seconds before you open your fucking mouth, all right, you little turd? Okay, Daddy, I am a peasant. Hey, can you loan me $1 million? I'm good for it.
What? Are you doing a video right now?
Just, can you? I'm good for it, man. I just need $1 million.
I make $40,000 a year.
All right. Thanks. For nothing. Bye. Yeah, maybe I am a peasant. God, so much for my so-called friends. Lend me $1 million. Oh, good jack in the box. Maybe start a podcast.
What's the animal in this world that you fear the least? Fish. Animal. Fish. Don't start. No, don't start. A fish is an animal. No, it's not. I'm talking about an animal. Like, fish. Fish. That's like saying like an ant. That's not an animal. Fish aren't animals. That's a sea creature. A fish.
This is awesome. Fuck yes, dude. I know what he's thinking. Honestly, this is how I know I'm fucking dumb. Is that like, I've also had this thought. He's getting insects. Is an insect an animal? Yes, it is. I know that. But some things are insects and some things are bugs. I know a fish is an animal. Okay, I'm aware of that. I'm just saying I can kind of understand why he's bringing that right now. That's the reason why it's fucking
It's an animal. You can't go to the zoo and see a fish. They don't have zoo fish. There's actually so many fishes. There's fish zoos. You can go to a fish zoo. No, there's so many fish that they have their own fucking attraction called an aquarium. That's different. That's like sharks. So that's why they have different names. I'm talking about an animal like a monkey zebra. That's like saying a mammal. You just ended yourself. If you would have said mammal, I would have gave you a different answer. If you said
mammal, that's what it is. That's what it is.
No, that's not a fish.
Right? Okay. Okay, this guy's a comedian. All right. Damn, that was good. That was really good. It's good parody, but it's good because it's not that far from what some of these dudes actually say. Like, I could picture this guy saying that shit, and then calling me a peasant and me jacking off to it. Let's just say that. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Oh yeah, funny clip from our own show. Haha, very funny.
Promo code when you download.
This is a classic one though.
In the store. Use code at www. Download the at
How could anyone say that this is bad? All right, how could anyone say that this is bad? This is what podcast equipment was made for. Right here. This is why it was invented. The guy who invented the first fucking podcast probably knew somewhere in the back of his mind that it would get to this one day.
Download.
White people be like,
at download the
epic strongest moment.
Download your I love it when my boyfriend leaves his
Wacky slash.
He on X Games mode.
Damn, that's good. I gotta check that show out. It's a pretty cool show.
You don't have to know anything as a manager. You just got to be really good at asking questions because your employees know the answers. They just need the confidence that you agree. Tyler comes to me. He's like, the beam is not in the right spot. And then just cross your arms and just go, where do you think it should be? Yep. And then he goes, well, I think it's got to be a couple feet to the left. Why do you think it should be a couple feet to the left? Then he'll give an answer and you just keep answering questions.
And you'd be like, I think you got your answer.
Boom.
If a peer or a higher up asks you a question, you don't have an answer, you just got to say, it's really just about finding balance. Like, what do you think we should do here with this beam issue? Honestly, it's about finding balance.
And also you should do a lot of managing by walking around. We'll just walk around, frown, look busy, ask how it's going, ask a bunch of questions. If someone brings up a complaint, I'll look into it. If you just say you're looking into stuff and that it's tied up with other people, you're off the hook.
Bro, I want a list of buildings that this guy is responsible for building, and I'm just never gonna go inside those buildings. I feel like if you're a manager, you should probably know how this shit works, should you not? I realize that this is probably like 90% of how everything works, is most managers don't know anything. They have decent people skills and they're good at bullshitting. But still, I would think that, like, when you're dealing with a beam issue, you should know where the fuck, like, what can hold weight and shit like that, you know? I don't want to be falling through ceilings and shit because you didn't know anything. Listen, when I started doing it, I just make all my employees call me king, and they don't really fucking ask me questions anymore. It's kind of sick.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands. I think when I was in college. Was it college for you? I don't know. That's when I remember it because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She's like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands. I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them. I do wash if I go number 2. They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases. I sometimes, like, when my roommates home, I'll have to like turn the water on because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm like disgusting. I'll like turn the water on and like take a text break. When you're at work, so you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now. We're always in the bathroom with Kate. We also don't shower.
I'm gonna start a campaign. It seems like something that's big on like Twitter and podcasting and everything is like reverting back to fucking me eating raw beef liver and not washing my hands, drinking raw milk. I'm gonna start a raw chicken campaign. That's probably, I mean, it's probably already a thing right now online, but you know, we don't need to cook our chicken. Fucking cavemen never used to. You buy raw chicken, eat it, and then don't wash your hands. Oh my god, when we first had our child, I was obviously like getting served a lot of baby shit. I still am. Like I'm in like the baby algorithm on everything. And there was this one clip of this girl being like, we have an infant or like a newborn and we don't put diapers on him because of Big Diaper. Big Diaper wants you to keep buying diapers. And we see it, we've sniffed that out. So like, I like hold him over the outside. I'll just like hold him and he'll feel the air on his nuts and start just peeing. Which I guess might be true, but it's like, I mean, he's just gonna be constantly pissing and shitting over the baby shit on the couch. Covered in baby diarrhea. Can you please just put a fucking diaper on? You're taking a stand against Huggies. I'd rather sit in baby diarrhea all day long than get another scent. Those full stands at Huggies. Big Diaper is evil. also podcasting. That one actually is true. Think about that shit, dude. You are younger now than you are now. That's just straight up true. You can't argue with that. That is what podcasting is for right there. I've never been so scared in my life. It is very concerning. I mean, it's kind of concerning. Like now you're older than you were now. Now you were older than you were before. That's my conclusion. Should be given out to everyone because we know podcasting is good. Good. And I'm a good podcaster. I am a good one. I'm strong and I'm handsome. I'm hot. I'm sexy as fuck. And I'm gonna like this video right now on YouTube.com and I'm clicking. I'm gonna subscribe if I'm not subscribed already. I'm fucking handsome as hell. And I'm hot and I'm smart and I have good Here's 21 business lessons. Number one, the importance of delegate if you want to scale everything. Number two, listen. The importance of it. Okay, did I say drinking my own piss? No, because that doesn't scale. I delegate to other people to go out and harvest business. For me, so I can keep up with the piss levels in my body, okay? I drink other people's piss. That's why delegation and listening are very important. But here's the other thing. Pretty funny, huh? Had a little nose laugh at that. Well, I'm here to tell you that wasn't even a sketch. That basically was real. There are people posting that sort of stuff on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has had influencers now for years. Are like LinkedIn things. Just as anything. It's gotten extremely extreme. Extremely extreme. Good. That's good. No, good. Brain room. It has gotten extremely extreme. I would say the extremity has been I would say people are going batshit insane on LinkedIn. We're gonna go through it. Guys, I think it's time to watch drops available right now. These are Clip.com. Look at all these beautiful pieces right here. Look at all these wonderful, beautiful shirts. Sweatpants, hoodie, we've got some funny stuff too. Funny tanks, funny shorts. Once again, Clip.com. Want something thinking, that's something too. We dumped on a bunch of kid influencers last week, and now it's time to dump on corporate influencers. It's gonna go. Post my girlfriend this weekend. Here's what it's talking about B2B sales. Number 6, handling objections. Even after pricing and negotiations, there may be some resistance. Use this time to assure the other party that they're making the right decision and believe in your product. Please, come on, you're gonna love my product forever. Come on, my product is so good. Babe, will you make me the happiest man on earth? And use my phone in your life. If I had to choose between A, winning $2 billion for free, or B, $100,000, I'm choosing option B every time. Never underestimate the power of smart. What are you gonna do with $1.2 billion? What would you do? Professional network. What are you gonna do? Oh my god, nice, go have fun. Going on vacation forever with no digital professional network. Like, we're gonna tell about it, okay? How are you gonna post about your vacation? Who's gonna see it? Nobody. You're gonna go there, having fun, drinking parties on the beach, and nobody's gonna know about it. 9,000 LinkedIn followers. Kill. Somebody, one of my friends sent me $500. It was like, hey man, instead of a wedding, we're just giving people money to invest in the stock market. I'm like, I don't want to buy fucking Tesla stock. I want to party with all my friends I haven't seen in a while. The point of a wedding is to bring everyone together. It's like, I'll tell you what, like, we probably overspent on our wedding, I'll admit, okay? I'm guilty when it comes to that sort of thing. Hey, I swear to God, that's fine. We did not spend a lot on the wedding. Give people the wedding for free. The point is, everyone that you love in one room together is the most special thing. More special than trying to literacy. That's just like a story. You and It's not even remotely something like this. You can look at this fucking guy. Picture him fried as fuck. What year was this? I like it. Good for you, 4 guys. That's what I'm saying. Some things sucks, and there's nothing like that relief you get when you close $0 that day. That's what I'm saying, man. This guy should be selling. I love this guy. If I sold a fucking forklift, I'd be just as pumped. Forklifts are probably pretty hard to sell. I'm sure people need them, but you know, I'm sure there are a lot of options out there. I'm not looking for forklifts. But like, you know, this is gonna be me Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. when the merch drops. It's gonna be me for sure. Fuck yeah, I sold a hat. I sold a hat. At least this guy is posting like 68 lessons I learned. He's pumped. He's pumped. He's being pumped. That's awesome. I'm celebrating. Let's take some more of this fucking. What that cost me yesterday? Somebody's wife was saying a snow shovel costs $19.99. An electronic snow blower costs $700. The less I see is laziness. There doesn't have to be a lesson like every. This guy looked at these two things side by side. Dude, this is snow blower. Yeah, snow blower, yeah, but I'm not gay, alright? It's also just wrong. Like your lesson is wrong. It's wrong. You pay more to be more efficient so you save yourself time. As a LinkedIn, right? Time is money, baby. So I'm going to return flight home from Barcelona, Spain, where I was delivering an international sales. Hell yeah. And guess what? Almost everyone on the planet lights out with movies on. An 8-hour flight to watch movies or focus on performance improvement. About 80% choose movies over momentum. Instead of a movie, about 20% are choosing to think on paper, read a book, or focus on strategy. Whether you're flying on an airplane or just riding the plane of life. If you want to improve your life in sales, choose momentum. Lights on, not the movies. Lights out. I think what would be even more impressive than working on momentum or whatever the fuck, focusing on performance improvement is just fucking do nothing. How about that? Just think. 8 hours. Lights on, baby. No headphones, nothing. Raw dog that shit. Then I'd be impressed. Or better yet, literally die and come back to life. I think flights should be a guilt-free zone. In the sense where you should be able to just do whatever the fuck you want to make that shit easier. Because it sucks. Flying sucks and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The seats keep getting straighter, more 90 degrees, they keep packing more people on that shit. It fucking sucks, alright? If you can hypnotize yourself for 2 hours with a movie, do it. Listen, it does kind of feel nice to be productive on a flight when you land somewhere and you're like, I fucking actually got some work done. But you should not be guilted into that, alright? Especially an 8-hour flight, dude. The Human Centipede was a 2009 shock horror film about a German surgeon who got bored of separating conjoined twins and wanted to create them instead. The film somehow managed to spawn 2 sequels. Here are 5 things the film taught me about management. Sometimes you gotta eat the shit of the person in front of you in order to get ahead. One of my employees resigned back in the 90s, bright guy, I hated the same guy. He wanted to get started in a computer company. I said, hey kid, good luck out there. You ain't gonna tip this hat. He was wearing a hat. That man's name was Bill Gates. He started This is clearly funny. This is fucking hilarious. So funny. Different Bill Gates. Different guy. He ended up being kind of a shithead. Anyways, thanks for watching. Here's 10 lessons I learned from you liking this video right now. Number 1, thank you. Number 2, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Number 3, add it. Goodbye. I just filmed a fucking YouTube video! You know what? I had so much fun doing the last confessions video, and I didn't get to them all that we have on this list here, so I'm gonna do another one where I just keep going. Because, I mean, I did. straight the hard way. Just, I mean, that headline alone is really funny. Hopefully not the hard way. Hopefully not. That's what I'm getting at. I realize now that the title didn't really imply that naturally. It's just my brain that did that. I, 25 male, have grown up beside these neighbors, 50s F and 50s M, my whole life, and close to their daughter, 24F. We spent almost all of our time together. Her mom has always thought I was feminine, not quite right, and just funny. Not quite right? What the fuck? I bet she thought I was freaking walking on me balls deep in her daughter. Okay? Wow. That's a good turn. Why did that feel so vengeful? That sentence. Yeah, who's not quite right now, huh? Mrs. Aberdeen. Yeah, freaking balls deep in your ox. Oh, who's funny now, huh? Who's funny? I came over to my parents' house from working out of state, and neighbor's daughter seen me pull in. We talked, reconnected, and decided to chill. She was house, rode around, smoking her up. Fuck yeah. Dinner, a little Netflix and chill. Haha. 2018. One thing led to another. Honestly, I'm pissed this whole fucking time. 25 fucking years. I've been wrong for 25 years. That's the so I thought he was the one that was not quite right. Still a crazy way to describe that. You know, I never thought that he'd be the one to make it.
Where are you going? Freaking one little butt croak, and that's what I get? Oh, sorry, I butt croaked in front of your whole family in blue chunks. I didn't know that was illegal. Fucking sue me, then. Take me away.
It's all too late, though, for a 40-something-year-old man to act in such a way. His family has suggested I support him through whatever he is going through. Is he going through eating too much cheese? Listen, he's almost done that big wheel of brie in the fridge, okay? Once he's done that, then he'll stop farting. But for now, you just gotta support him in what he's going through. That big old wheel of cheddar. That big old wheel of Irish cheddar. He's going through it right now. He's about a quarter way done, so it's gonna be a while. You gotta stick. Hey, that's what marriage is. It's through thick and through thin and through passing. Amen. And said that brain conditions like Alzheimer's run in his side of the family. Call me cold, but diarrhea runs in his genes, and I've had enough. Medical illness or not, I'm done. I'm leaving. So what does it do to Alzheimer's? Is that a symptom of Alzheimer's? Is that like an early symptom? Did you start busting ass in public? Like, I appreciate the creativity, but this definitely didn't happen. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It's a video. Yes, it did. I have a much older sister, and she recently regaled me with the tales of how she did this to her husband her whole marriage. The more she talked, the more horrified I was. I thought it was absolutely hilarious because she was crying from laughing so hard about how she tortured her husband with a rotten parts in public their whole marriage. Jesus. I mean, listen, I'll bust ass every now and then. Sometimes what happens to kids, you know, if I'm working my way through a big old wheel of Irish cheddar in the fridge, then yeah, I'll fart more than the average dude. And out loud and in the living room generally. But like in public, no. Like with family, like what the fuck? Maybe that is some sort of fucking disease. Because that's just not. I mean, how would you begin to think as a man in your 40s if that's okay? And if Kelsey told me to stop farting out loud, then I will. I mean, I'd tone it down. It is fucking funny. I gotta be in public. It's crazy. Just like ripping ass and working, just stinking up the aisles. You guys are like running errands. Just going to like your wife's friend's baby shower where you don't know anyone, and just like, hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jake. Good to meet you. Jake Sully. Jake Sully. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, fucking sorry. Irish cheddar, you know how that goes. I'm working through a wheel at home. Hi, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Hi. Oh, oopsie. That's a health issue. People don't fart mucus, and nobody is addressing that part of this very real story. Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I think the word you're looking for is poop. Poop is it's not mucus, it's poop. It's liquid poop. Oh man, I just took a big mucus back there. Let's just say I dropped the mucus off at the pool. Okay, let's just say that. The last will pass on his wise ass for passing gas. Fuck, that's good. Very good stuff right there. Very good stuff. I'm having a good time. You know, it's noon. Didn't really feel like filming today, but I am having a good time, and that's kind of how it always goes. I really do enjoy doing this, just to get real for a second. And I hope you like watching them, so go ahead and click like on this if you like watching these. Thank you. I take huge dumps. Oh, let's go. More poops. Yeah, let me get another one of those poop Reddit posts. I take huge dumps, clogging the toilet nearly every time, and my wife is tired of it. As this is from the guy's perspective. Yeah, so what? I fucking like to shit myself at family events. As the title says, I take absolutely massive shits. It's fucking annoying. I gotta plunge the fucking toilet all the time, and most of the time I have to wait a while before it will flush. I'm a big guy, 6'3", 260 pounds. I eat healthy, lift weights, and exercise. I don't drink or eat any fast food. Most of the things I eat are clean, and I track calories. I eat between 3,500 and 4,000 calories a day, and sometimes more. I'm healthy, and my massive dumps aren't really an issue, as I'm not struggling to release the Kraken every time I go. Holy fuck, the toilet is weak. It ain't just my house, it's most places where the toilets aren't those industrial grade public shitters that will flush a football. Although I've clogged those before, shaking my head. You should fucking get one of those in your house. That's the solution. Get a fucking airplane toilet in your house. Those will suck down a honeydew melon easily. You know what I mean? It's like those will suck your own ass cheeks in there. Those will suck out your intestines if you stay seated on it while you flush. That's what I think. Honestly, I always make sure to like wipe whatever, stand up, do my pants, and then I turn around and close the lid, and then I flush from a safe distance. Like fucking leaning over the thing, hit the button, right? Because if you get too close, that should suck you right out. My wife hates it, but I don't know what to do about it. She texted me earlier today. For the record, I don't understand how shit that big comes out of you. Like the width of it just does not compute. To be fair, I forgot because we had people over and they had to sit for a minute before the plunger This is so funny. This is like a normal thing for this guy. He's got like a routine. Usually it's to sit for a minute before the plunger will work to dislodge the turd. This is like a cooking post. You know, I found that leaving the turd to kind of marinate will soften it enough so that when you do go to plunge it, you just get a real nice crispy outer shell on it. Sometimes I weigh myself before and after, and I swear to the Holy Ghost I've taken 5 and 6 pounder dumpers before. The other issue is the stench is obviously unpleasant to say the least, shaking my head. It's not just the toilets themselves, it's most residential shitters aren't able to handle it. Look, I'm just venting. Rather embarrassing when I gotta drop the house and ask for the plunger. Really shaking his head. What is wrong with me? dealer, I always had guests. They came by me without saying your ass is sampling. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's sideways. It's a sideways one, so I crack the door and call out to my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his boot knife. My what? Your boot knife, I say. I need to use it, please. What the fuck is a boot knife? Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano glaive? I explain what it is and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. I mean, that's fucking amazing. That's
So funny that you guys dice up your own turds. That's just like a thing that you gotta find out later in life that other people don't do. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Where do you guys keep the poop fork? The poop fork? What do you mean? You guys don't eat your own turds after you take one? What? No, just me and my family. I thought everyone walked around with it.
wow, that's a fucking absolute classic. I apologize if you've heard that before. It seems to be pretty popular.
I'm sorry, but that thing's calling out to you. It doesn't even have to be a knife. It could be like a fucking shovel. Or no, because you can't. Like it could be some sort of like long spatula or something where you kind of just stab the. You don't have to go in there with your little knife, you know? Like get a big fucking tool. Get in there with some turd tongs and squeeze that fucker.
I don't stop my dogs from having gay sex in my front lawn to piss off my pearl clutch. Oh boy. I have 2 male pit mixes and they're more or less in a gay relationship with each other. They fight each other a lot. I tried to stop them at first, but they just keep going right to it, so I just gave up. Well, my neighbor came over and once complained about them fucking in the front yard. I put them in the back. She was very rude about it. I don't like her or her husband anyway, so now I only put them in the front yard and I will also keep them from fucking in the house if I can, so they fuck out in the front yard the most. My neighbor's husband came over too and complained the other day. He's a preppy stuck-up dick. I told him it's a free country and my gay dogs can fuck in the yard if they want.
Oh my god. You got a problem with my gay dogs? He didn't like that day he was gonna call the cops. The cops never came, but my dogs still fuck in the yard, and I sometimes see my neighbors shut their blinds angrily while they fuck. Lol. What are they gonna fucking tell the cops? There's some public indecency going on next door. Alright? Fucking 2 gay pit bulls. Keep fucking in the front yard. Bear, twink, is that one of the what? 2 gay dogs. Fucking dogs. But they're fornicating. For those concerned about the dogs, believe me, they're fine. Yeah, it's weird not seeing them fond of that they do, but even when I used to drag them off each other, they would just go right back to it. I couldn't get them to stop for over a year of trying to correct it. They are both fixed. My wife thinks they're gay. I honestly think they're just horny dogs. I think when one of them dies, the other is going to start fucking the couch the next day. Otherwise, they're normal dogs. But they don't try to fuck other dogs, so I don't know exactly what they're doing, I guess. I mean, I imagine pit bulls, especially 2 male gay pit bulls, they probably have pretty vicious, violent sex. It's not like a quiet, peaceful procedure going on, and they would be probably pretty fucking weird neighbors. Like it's a little scarring, you know? Whenever Chili fucks at Dustin's parents' house, it's like big dog bags, they have a bigger dog, and so he'll go just fuck that thing. And like it's so comfortable. Like he's like, stop, and we hide the bed, and then bring it back out, and he starts fucking it again. He's fixed too, but it's like it's in reality. Do they still come? I don't know how that works, but anyways, that's wild.
That's an incredible one to end on, to be honest. That was a wonderful post. Thank you for that. Here's to your 2 gay dogs. I hope they continue to Thank you for watching today's video. I appreciate you. Please click like on this for me. Bye. Yeah, freaking balls deep in your offspring right now. Bull! Who's funny now, huh? Who's funny? Who's funny? For the next confessions. World's funniest confessions. They're quickly becoming my favorite videos. This is the 5th one that we're doing, but I could potentially do 50 of these, and that's my single confession. That's why I love making YouTube videos. Whoopsie. I love this dumb little website. That's my connection. And I love when you guys tune in to watch these videos. God, that's my dirty little secret. I love it. Whoops, who said that? Who let me say that? Let's get into it. I pretended to be my friend. Now my friend's mom wants to Let's go. Off to a good start. Just the headlines on these alone are worth an entire video. My friend, male 18, let's call him Jaden, and I, male 18, we're at a friend's party. Jaden's a crazy name. Just Jaden. J-A-Y-D-E-N. Jade. He told her she needed a parent's number, so he just gave her my number, pretending to sleep over. So I was keeping my voice, pretending to be my dad, and told her that it was fine. She apologized for seeming like a helicopter mom and said she's just new to being a single parent. My dad is a single parent too, so I tried to reassure her that it gets better. Come on, dude. You were hitting on her as your dad. Just admit it. Just admit it. You were. No, I was just trying to reassure that it gets better. He's like, trust me, baby girl. It gets better. Trust me. Being the drunk dumbass I was fine. Definitely not here if you need some. You know he's not telling his friend about this too. You know, it's not like he's like, dude, your mom just texted me. Yo, I'm gonna hit her back. He's definitely like, it has been 2 months and not a single week has passed where she hasn't texted. Last night she tried to FaceTime me saying that I was a particularly lonely night. And when I said I was busy working, she said I knew it saying YouTuber. Stop. His mom is texting me. He doesn't even know she contacted me over the call. I can't just drop off either. Jade and I are in theater together and we have a show coming up that both of our parents are going to. I need help, please. Okay, well, assuming that this is real, you have not fucking 2 months. 2 months, I'm sorry, 2 months. Why are you trying to play like your husband in 2 months? I don't know what to do. That's fucking like 8 or 9 weeks you had to be like, maybe this is not a good idea. Every day, too. You don't ever like, oh, they're gonna run into each other in person eventually anyways. She's gonna be like, what do you think of my text last night? I'd be like, I'm sorry, who are you? You are wrong for this. You are wrong for this. Especially the dude. That's dirty. That's bad. Honestly though, it's a little bit on her too that she's been texting this 17-year-old for 2 months. You know, she hasn't once been like, this is not a person with children. You know what I'm saying? Like, not once where you're like, this person flirts a little weird, you know? She's like, what are you doing? What are you up to? He's like, oh man, I just fucking logged out of Fortnite, fucking not capping at all about that. And she's like, what? I was working on my motorcycle. I was just doing taxes, you know, dad stuff. You can only find one solution for this problem. You gotta tell your dad and hope that he's on board to take over. All he needs to do is text her and say, got a new number, make sure you got it first, and you'll be in the clear, and your dad can get things going for himself. So this works will be the first big update. I mean, any dad would be like, I don't know, like a single dad, he'd be like, hey, son, 2 months of legwork here, he's just way off. You just fucking alley with this fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? It's wrong, it's wrong. You see, the whole thing's wrong. The dad probably should be like, what? You were fucking texting someone pretending to be me for 2 months? That is fucked up, but there's a small chance that dad's like, you know, we should be like, don't do that now, that's wrong. I'm gonna tell her what I'm doing this way. My mom, like the dad, artists. That's alright, sons, go peacock for me. Here are your fedoras, go peacock. Go find me some milk tail. Jesus, I hated doing that. Dude, thinking about some dad having an army of little fedora wearing pickup artists is fucking hilarious. My mom thought my brother and I were sociopaths for years. I just found out why. The liquor store my mom used to go to when my brother and I were kids was attached to a pet store, so we would play in there while she was getting booze. It was the kind of place where they had hamsters and stuff, and overtop cages in the middle of the store, and the worker was never paying attention. So my brother and I would shove some up our asses when we were not getting just make sure you pay attention. So my brother and I would wear XXL jackets, then reach into the cage and steal handfuls of hamsters at a time. Okay, yep, you were sociopaths. How does this keep going? Like, we would leave with 3+ in our pockets. Then we would take them in our room and play with them. Obviously, they died really Thank you. Why my uncle will never eat soup again. Or this one. To preface, my dad used to say middle of nowhere. Real food was hard to come by. So we would just throw whatever was on. My nana is not a pet person. She's scared of squirrels, doesn't like dogs, etc. For some reason, my papa let my uncle have a rabbit that he found out. Black rabbit. My uncle had black rabbit. Not the best nickname. Took great care of it, fed it with fruit and vegetables. To believe that this is real because this really is about truly full circle moment. The day that the her son's misfortune that she caused, that she falls and breaks her hip and ends up in the hospital in a metaphoric pot stew as she did to the rabbit. I mean, okay, Shakespeare. I am thinking right now of how unfortunate of a situation it is that he called the rabbit that, and then he was probably walking up and down the street screaming its name. Probably seemed like maybe he was a little racist child, perhaps. That probably didn't help his cause. People helping him look for the rabbit. I mean, in this case, I don't know what things, I don't know if, I know people eat rabbits all the time. I think, have I had rabbit before? Yes, I have. I believe. So it's not like, I mean, it is pretty like sociopathic taking your son's pet and selling it for $10 and then allowing him to eat it. That's absolutely beyond fucked up. We just have to the rabbit. Years ago, I taped over my parents' wedding video with Nightmare on Elm Street. Now I'm going to get caught. Years ago, I used my parents' wedding video tape to record Nightmare on Elm Street because these were the old days when that's what you did and we wanted to keep them moving. I realized it was done after capturing the film, but by then the damage was done. All that remains now with the original footage is my mother preparing with her bridesmaids, followed by some guy coming to the room and saying, "Hey, the often cuts to Kruger and stays out with the rest of the film." I felt in terror when I realized it. I put it back in the closet where I found it. I forgot about the incident for years. Well, this weekend is my parents' 30th wedding anniversary and they are renewing their vows and coming back to the house. Coming back to the house with all their friends and the whole family to enjoy wedding style cake, champagne, and view the film together. Hope you like Nightmare on Elm Street. The worst parts are they do not know what I have done, and my grandfather, the man who walked my mom down the aisle, passed away 2 years ago. And my grandmother, who was his wife, will be attending. Mom told me she's excited to see him dance with my mom in the video, and I just feel awful. Oh my fucking god. I feel horrible. What I propose to do is say I have pre-existing plans for President's Day weekend and therefore won't be around for the celebration. This whole thing is set to happen on Saturday. I'll leave and then return in a few weeks. But I do feel terrible, and I know that were I not smart enough to leave tomorrow, I'd be facing a world of embarrassment. It's not really embarrassment. It's just like I'm sorry. Like you just ruined the beautiful moment. I wouldn't be embarrassed about that. I would just feel absolutely horrible about it. Dude, this little detail right here, my grandmother, the wife of the deceased grandfather, wants to watch him dance? Oh my god, that makes me want to fucking cry. These are all pretty devastating today. I gotta be honest. None of these